Hello, hello, wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom, my people. I am here once more today just for a very quick recap on Onyendu's hearing today. Lovers of freedom all over the world, join me in this very program so that we will continue. My people, today in court, it is happening. Today will be the final hearing in Onyendu's case. My wonderful Biafrans, join me so that we will continue. We won't be long because we still have to talk about other things after Onyendu's quick update. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location, my people. I greet each and every one of us, and I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama bless Biafrans all over the world. Join me, my people, so that we will continue. Yeah, thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you. Hit the like button so that it will invite and notify more people. Let's continue.
Tell me what we do, everybody want to us. They want to take what belong to us. We they never one neighbor, so we they never was saved to. So it is written in the holy book. You find a channel. Pico, pico, the time is now. We want to go. Remember your promise.
And I said before I speak to them,
We shall rise and defend our land. The land of rising sun is our hope.
Yes, my wonderful Biafrans lovers of freedom. We continue on our hearing today, and I will talk to you about our PM as well, the update. So join me from wherever you are watching. Let us continue.
Terrorism Prohibition and Prevention Act says I cannot be tried in Nigeria. That's the law of Nigeria. I can never be tried in any court of law in Nigeria.
Yes. Hello, my wonderful brother Peter. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. My brother is saying hello from his own end, and I thank and appreciate you so much. My other brother is here as well, Uchenna. Thank you so much. As you all know, our leader was in court today, and the court time for the hearing is usually 9 a.m., 9 or 10 a.m. And this is after 5 p.m. in the UK, where I am broadcasting from. Fellow Biafrans, we see why Onyendu is where he is today. The reason why Onyendu is being detained illegally in Nigeria. Exactly the same reason why our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is also being detained in Finland. Before I will give you the bad news about Nigeria and their antics, nothing happened to Onyendu, not that way. But the bad news about Nigeria is that they are always lying. Nigerians are never telling the truth. That's what I mean by bad news. Our PM, our Onyendu, they are in good health. And we thank God Almighty for keeping two of them. But the good news here is that yesterday there was a meeting, and the ministers that went to Finland to see our Prime Minister told us everything, and we were so happy. So in brief, I will have to tell you, because I was there. My people, PM is in good shape. He is in good health. You all know that PMI Bonya Kwobi on a walk out, and okwu gị na-apụta nke a, na Nigeria ga-anụ woto, because na ndị Finland echego ka Nigeria weta evidence anwa faji wee si ka ejidie. Nigeria ka nọ n'ije. What do they have? They don't have truth. The lies they tell, they don't even have it to give you as evidence. So the three ministers, Jelufia, Senaru, the PMI, no si anyị nọdụ n'udo, nọdụkwa together, na-atụ ego ka e wee na-apịa ndị Fulani na ndị otufa woto. That's all Ifeanyi chọrọ from us. Na ya na-apụta. And na nke kita Nigeria ga-anụ nwe, because Finland have asked Nigeria, ugbolone our PM ga-eje court ịmafụ Nigeria, mana ụnụ na ndị Britain sikwa ka ejidie ka akpọchie na ọ na-sponsor terrorism. The same thing fa na charge Onyendu, mana Gumi nọ na Nigeria na-akpagharị, onwere onye chargelie. Gumi nọ na incite trouble. Cindy governor, I don't know if those of you who are listening, whether you have heard that Gumi told governors of Southeast to arm and equip the youths to fight IPOB is an incitement. Nigeria government, they don't listen to such ones. Gumi Bunyanwa area, all the terrorists in the whole of the region, because Gumi was a terrorist. That's why he was deported from Saudi Arabia to Nigeria. And Nigeria government, they embraced him because that is what they have been looking for. So that's about the good news. PMC anyị niile nọdụ together. Anyị echekwana maka ya because kịta na ya nwere chance iche echiche very well. Nwee chance ikpe ekpele kpegalụ Chukwu. Nwekwuzie chance ịdị na walk out. Ka arụsie ya ike. He's a young man. He just turned 40, I mean to say. So around the amma. Those people say, no, gwala ejisi ka onye ọbụla tinye aka n'akpa. Ka anyị support BLA. Because for over 2 weeks now, our gallant men have been fighting. Nigeria government ibulaga bute na our land. Not that we invaded their land. Not that we crossed the boundary. No. But they want to Islamize us and marginalize us. Let's hear what Onyendu said in this video. It will always be our guide. Then I will go to the hearing of today.
That's what the law says. Say it again. Terrorism Prohibition and Prevention Act says I cannot be tried in Nigeria. That's the law of Nigeria. I can never be tried in any court. That's what the law says. Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what their law says. Section what me? As simple as that. Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism. Yes. Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person. Is not done anywhere in the world. So you must be aware of that. So that is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says can happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct a trial. Is not done anywhere in the world. I'm happy in my case. Nobody has, there's no exception. No exception whatsoever. That's what the law says. Section 12 of the Constitution, what does it say? Any treaty ratified by Nigeria becomes law. It's law. You cannot change it. It doesn't matter what they do. All these shenanigans is just pure rubbish. You never stand. Not with me. I believe in justice and fairness, that's all.
Nigeria has signed to extradite, not to rendition.
Yes, my people, that is it. You cannot be tried in any court in Nigeria. But what are they doing? They are still trying him. After 4 years. And they are not even only just trying him, they are lying against this trial. Let's listen to our brother who is a reporter, Mr. Okocha. Listen to him.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Today is Wednesday, the 7th day of May 2025. Today is also another day for Nnamdi Kanu to appear before Justice James Omotosho. And according to Nnamdi Kanu's legal team yesterday, that the business of today is just to cross-examine the witness that was tagged BBB. So that is what they are going to do today. But there is something very important that we needed to address yesterday, but because of time, I was unable to address it. You have been seeing in so many media platforms, I call them Gota media platform, because a media platform that is very big, that is supposed to be self-sufficient, taking money from the government to tarnish the image of somebody is prejudice. Okay? Now, Vanguard News and Cable have taken.
Did you hear what he said? He said that it is very unprofessional, very deceitful, very condescending and conniving for people who are supposed to be telling the nation the truth by way of report. As journalists, they are lying. They have been bribed. Corrupt system. That is what Nigeria is. In the first place, Nigeria government is not supposed to be trying Onyendu, but we are dancing to their tune. We Biafrans, any day that Onyendu is in court, it is the entire Biafra that is in court. We Biafrans, we have been dancing to the tune of Nigeria for so many years now, till we decided that enough is enough. Time has come for us to leave Nigeria. That's what this our brother is saying, that he is shocked and surprised that all these gutter media like Vanguard, they are lying, saying that Onyendu admitted to terrorism. Do you people think that the Onyendu we know, can admit to such frivolous allegations? Onyendu can never do that. But the press in Nigeria, that's the news they are peddling. You can never hear them report about anything concerning the Fulanis because they are scared of being pied by the Fulanis. Let's continue.
I've taken note of the damage these two platforms are trying to cause. Yesterday, the news was everywhere that Nnamdi Kanu admitted to inciting people against the police or against police authorities. Do you remember how senior advocate of Nigeria, Kanu Agabi, interrogated the witness who came to say Nnamdi Kanu was inciting people? And he asked him, do you see anybody standing trial apart from Nnamdi Kanu about this Biafra agitation? He said, no, he don't know. Okay, if there is no person standing trial, how would you say that Nnamdi Kanu incited people to commit crime? So if someone commit crime, won't they try him? So that is a part for you to know that the issue has been touched. Now, the evidence they brought to court that have not been admissible, that they just refused to admit because they did not tender it to Nnamdi Kanu's legal team.
Yes, my people, what he meant here, if anybody commits crime, will that person not be tried? Because the judge asked that one coming to give evidence in mask. They covered his face and he's there illegally, because that is not admissible in court. You cannot bring anybody in mask to give witness against somebody. You might as well mask another person and say that this is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Maybe it is Meme, his brother. You go and mask Meme and say that this is Nnamdi Kanu. But Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, is there. Somebody who said that they arrested him is coming in mask. How does he know whether it is the same person or maybe one of the enemies that is from Biafra land? All these one Nigerians in Biafra land coming in mask to testify, but Nigeria admitted that in their court to happen. New history in the whole world, in the judicial history of court practices. Now the judge will ask him question. He doesn't know, because I'm suspecting that this person they are calling DSS man is not DSS. So he is saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you said he is inciting people to buy the police. Okay, buying police is a crime. If anybody buy the police, that person has committed crime. Have you brought anyone to court on that basis? No. So why are you giving it as evidence? That's what he meant by saying that if you commit a crime, you will obviously be indicted to court. You will be arraigned to come and testify or speak on yourself. Give your own witness statement or your evidence, what you did and what you did not do. But no, none of that has been done. And you people are writing on your newspaper, Vanguard and Punch, gutter media newspapers, that Onyendu admitted to inciting people to buy the police.
Is that the evidence The Vanguard News and the Cable is reporting that Nnamdi Kanu admitted. Anyway, the special counsel to Nnamdi Kanu has come out to address the issue. And this is very important because a lot of people called me and said, is this true? I told them, this is not true. Because yesterday on the verified Twitter handle of Ando Jemako, he addressed this very well. And this is what he said. Now, let me take you to this article from Sahara Reporters that reads, IPOB legal team dismissed claims that Nnamdi Kanu admitted inciting attacks on police. And that is the fact, that is the way it is. So many media platforms in Nigeria at this moment have been used. Let me give you, for example, Vanguard, we know it is the mouthpiece of many governors, okay? Especially Vanguard was working for PDP before. Such a political platform should not be taken serious. Vanguard, right from time, has been a platform that people love so much. But when you start taking side, instead of you to report the truth, will you say you should not report things about anybody? Okay, report things about anybody, but say the truth, do your research, because these people are large, they have the money, they have the personnel to carry out investigation, to do everything that is going on. The people dying in Yoruba land, Vanguard is not reporting it. The people dying in Igbo land, in the north, everywhere in the south, Vanguard is not reporting it. They are bent to align with the government, and that is what the masses will not take from them. It's so bad of them.
They will not report it because they have been given brown envelope by the Fulani-controlled government. Even the ministers, all these senators are supposed to represent interests of their people in the Senate House, but they are not. They are only there to share money. That's all they do. So Onyendu's case is just like a bone in their neck. And whenever Onyendu is in court, my people, it is the whole Biafra that is in court because it concerns us. Anything that happened to Onyendu is happening to all of us. So my people, we are really paying very proper and attentive concern and attention to this Onyendu's case because all Basaladi very, very much. The same thing with our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Anything that pertains to these two men is directly to Biafrans, the whole Biafrans, because we are their target. To Islamize us is their target. To Fulanize us is their target. And how can they do it? By all these cut and nail judiciary processes and all the lies that their newspapers are telling. That's why the Sultan of Sokoto said that internet is a terrorist organization because it goes against them. It reports against them. We are the ones actually reporting what is going on in Nigeria, not the Nigerian newspapers. They are very deceitful, very conniving, and very condescending. Now, anything Nigeria is bad. Anything about Nigeria. If any in Nigeria they made danger, Onumana came when I report to this my leaders hearing. Unu nweta ife ndị Facebook na-eme na my page. Unu ewe malụ na all this Sultan of Sokoto fe gobisigo ndị a. Anyị kwuru anụ okwu fa flag ya down. So most of the time m ga na-asụ onu be anyị ma ọ bụrụ nke mma na fa ga-eji flag kwam down. Yesterday family ya nwanne nya family ya. So achọrọ m ka fa mee ya na my page. For all rana 3 times, for bring your page down. Or if any Sokoto achoro. That's what they don't want. Can they use social media where they disseminate all the facts, informations about their lies, about their criminality. Or if Nigeria na or the koge nwoke onye DSS kpọrọ mama ma ebe o si akpọm. Or say, watch my back. And say, I watch both your front and your back. Una na-aghọta? So ndị Facebook a na ndị YouTube, ndị Sokoto na ndị Shetima na ndị otie fegobisigo ndị ahụ ka fa na-awọchi ife niile anyị na-eme na ife niile anyị na-ekwu. That's what they are doing. So Nigerian journalists, the TV houses, the newspapers, they are fabụ ndị asị liars. Fada ekwu eziokwu. They don't report anything. Ije internet now, jee search for this hearing onye ndu eme nweti. That is what they don't want the world to know, that they are using a masked witness in their court.
So bad of them that you can already take bribe from the federal government and just do what you want to do. Anyway, let us look into the article and understand the stand of Nnamdi Kanu, the team and his special counsel on this allegation. I call it, and it's prejudice. Okay, I saw a lot of people reposting it. They just want to make it to go viral, but they saw when the DSS came to the court to tell Justice James Omotosho that they did not find anything terrorizing or incriminating on Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody shared the news. They kept quiet because they just want to see this man convicted.
Yes.
They want to see Nnamdi Kanu convicted. My own stand is, what has he done?
He hasn't done anything. Okuno na anụ ya. Ife Nigeria government iji na violate the judicial system like no man's business in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, because Gumi is supposed to be detained. Kashim Sokoto or the one they call I don't know his name in full, but Sokoto is in his name. That man is the worst terrorist in the whole world. They found him in Kashim Shetima's house when he was governor, before he became the president of Nigeria. That man, where is he? He's still moving around. But say a word or anything that they don't like, that is not in their favor, you will be apprehended. That's why all the journalists are lying. All the TV houses, they are not reporting what is going on. If you report anything, they will arrest you. Only in Nigeria, terrorist nation, the world knows them. And in the Finland, Abagonya Dobelu Nigeria. This year in our PM Nabia, na end of this month, ka Finland no na-echefa. Nke ọzọ ekwukwalu yesterday agwala anyị na PM yola anyị niile. Ọ sị anyị ekwuzi n'ife ọjọọ maka ndị Finland. Na even though na fa jidelie, mana fa na-eme ife dị mma maka ndị mbi na befa na ndị EU. That na ya ji obi ọcha wee nọdụ there. So ọ sị anyị akọzi na ndị Finland ọnụ, anyị biko na ya ga-apụta. So my people, Nigeria government controls the judiciary. It has no power of its own to make decisions, because if they do, somebody like this Judge Omotosho will tell Nigeria government that this man was brought back from overseas country illegally, and that breached international law and breached the national law. But nevertheless, as Onyofe Manu that he is, he went ahead. There was a judge assigned to deal with this matter before him. That judge refused. He said that he cannot touch the case because Nigeria has no grounds to judge Onyendu based on the way he was brought back. They're supposed to go to the court of either Kenya or Britain to ask them to release Onyendu for them, but they did not. They took him by force. So all they want, which is the instructions of the Southeast governors, headed by Hopeless Uzodinma, they want Onyendu to be jailed in their country, but it will not happen. They will be forced to release Onyendu. Let's continue listening to Okocha.
Everything he told you, are you not seeing it today? I mean everything Nnamdi told you. How are you not seeing it today? Yes, you are seeing it today, and you don't want to admit the fact that the man is ahead of you. Anyway, the article reads that Nnamdi Kanu legal team and indigenous people of Biafra IPOB have debunked reports claiming that the IPOB leader admitted to inciting the public to attack police officers, describing the report as misleading and a malicious misrepresentation of court proceeding. Do you understand? It's a misrepresentation of court proceeding because it has never happened in court. It didn't happen, it's not because maybe they bring evidence and they can say, no, I did not do that. They have not admitted any evidence like that in court. And you can see some media houses trying to,
They did not even adduce that in court, let alone Onyendu admitting it. Because you have to bring something to the court and say that this person did this, then the person will have to deny. The report or the presumption for the rebuttal will be on the defense to say I did this or I did not. They haven't even adduced it in the first place. Feweputero case here na court, and the judge was forced to ask them to strike it out. Yes, because it's all lies. Onyendu did not admit anything. It was not even brought to hearing previously or any time. Okonofu, the type of human beings we have been dealing with since the 1808 Usman Danfodio Bialo na that region.
Place the government against the wish or against the truth. Okay? But what I'm after is report the truth. That is what I am after. And that is why in every report I am giving here, I do research. I make sure that what I am saying is nothing but the truth. Because again we come, people will remind you of what you reported. People will tell you that this thing is a lie. Nobody is perfect, but we can do better. Now we continue that Kano Special Counsel Barrister Aloysimanko, in a brief statement shared via X, formerly Twitter, dismissed the viral claim. And this is what he said. The viral publication that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu admitted inciting public to attack police is misleading and highly prejudicial, he stated. The general public is hereby advised to draw no conclusions until the veracity of the witness is tested or cross-examined tomorrow or next. Do you understand? You do not say that someone admitted when the evidence has not been brought, when the witness has not been cross-examined. After the witness must have been cross-examined, they ask so many questions, and it is only the judge that can conclude on such issue, not you. So the issue has never even been admitted. They have not crossed.
Yes, it has not been admitted. Let me tell you people one simple fact. The fact is that we Biafrans, Nigeria is not just fighting to Islamize us or fighting to Fulanize us. They know that once we leave Nigeria, they are gone. We do the business. We do business in the real sense of business way. Any business a Biafran is doing, they do it to the core. They do it directly and correctly. We go to study, we study very well, and we are talking to you, we will talk to you about factual and existing issues that you look at it in the morning, afternoon, and night, you are getting the correct and the right thing. We want to sew shoes in Aba. We will sew a solid shoe that you will wear, and you will get tired of it. We are very productive. We are very calculative. Do anything you want to a Biafran. We are who we are. Very transparent, very straightforward. Buhari called us dot. Yes, he might be correct in calling us dot. That's why they thought that it will be very easy for them to walk over us. But since the Buhari time, they started fighting us till Tinubu and Shetima's time. You see them when they come in Afukwa Farmer Fanana, Ozu Fana Adona Biafra land. I get goes India, that no anyone with that land. Anya Biarabia like them. Fulanese, they came from Futajalon. They are all over Africa. Everywhere they go, they are pursuing them. So all these things they are doing is not just to Fulanize or to Islamize us. They don't want us to go, but they don't want to admit it, that we are the light. We are the light. The governors who do not want Onyendu to come knows that the whole of that country or the nation of Biafra, that all of them are governors, that Onyendu is the leader of the whole state. So they are scared of Onyendu. Secondly, the DOS with Ifeanyi Uba or Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the one that Mazi sacked, the empty lawyer, that one and the DOS, they are afraid of Onyendu coming out and tracing back how he was renditioned. So many people, Onyendu has so many enemies, Fulani enemies, Southeast governors enemies, the DOS enemies, his lawyers enemies, and Ndiocha. If Onyendu they preach in a go against, Onyendu has enemy all over. That is Biafra. Biafra has enemy all over. They can never tell the truth because they don't want him to come out. That is the thing. Onyendu is the leader of the whole Biafra, that those 5 or 6 governors rule. They are just Onyendu servants. They don't want Onyendu, their master, to come out. Because go to Ebonyi, they are Biafrans. Go to Enugu State, they are Biafrans. Iguacha, they are Biafrans. Go to Delta State, they are Biafrans. Onyendu alone leads all of them. And they are all crying for him. They are all clamoring for Onyendu to come out. That's the pain of all these governors serving the Fulanese. But Onyendu told them, go and serve the Fulani and come back in tears. Let's continue.
Cross-examine the person. And I heard that the DSS said, okay, let me tell you where this thing is coming from. The DSS said that when they arrested Nnamdi Kanu, you know, DSS has admitted of interrogating Nnamdi Kanu without a lawyer, right? Very good. You know what that means? It means that the interrogation and the video they took
that is unlawful arrest and unlawful detention. You arrested someone maybe without authorization from the court, is unlawful. And you are keeping him without proper legal procedure of arrest and detention, unlawful. That is what is unfolding. Instead of these people to allow Onyendu to go in peace, they don't want to allow him. They want the detail, so that we probably from the detail of the hearing and the proceedings, they will imprison Onyendu. But with this detail, Nigeria is exposing their incompetence. They are exposing their ignorance. They are exposing their nepotistic way of doing things. Oh, do it for me. I am Oga now. Okay, Oga sir, I will do it. That's what they're exposing to the world. that they are so incompetent that the judiciary, a whole judge, you know how many years you will serve as either barrister or solicitor to become a judge. And all that reputation, all that career you build for yourself, you will throw it into the bin because you are fighting to maintain Fulani interest. This is all it is about. So now that they are going into detail, many things are coming up that will nail Nigeria judiciary on the head and nail the entire Nigeria for allowing someone to be detained in their country illegally.
Darkness is not her void because they took in without Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer. That is about. Now, DSS said when they arrested Nnamdi Kanu that he admitted, he told them that he did broadcast. And in that broadcast, they listened to him that he was inciting people on the police. You understand where this thing is coming from? And that is not what these people, Vanguard and Cable, is reporting. They are reporting it as if they have brought the evidence to court, that court has admitted the evidence that Nnamdi Kanu agreed in court. That video will not be admissible. The video that you took without a lawyer, and you have admitted the court that you interrogated him without a lawyer. Well, I'm so much happy that two-time Attorney General of the Federation, Mr. Kanu Agabi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, is leading Kanu's counsel. Okay, because some people earned their son, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, and some people bought their way to sonship. But in the person of Agabi, we are seeing that he earned his son. Now, it continues that similarly, IPOB, through a statement issued by this media publicity secretary, Imapa condemned the report accusing the media organization which published the report of deliberate destruction. IPOB further alleged that the prosecution's case against Kanu lacked credibility and integrity. For the avoidance of that, today's court section exposed the Nigerian government prosecution as a cesspool of deceit, incompetence, and desperation, powerful said. The prosecution led by Mr. Awomono San was caught in a web of lies and procedural violation and left their case in tatters. The group criticized the prosecution's witness identified as PW2BBB, describing their testimony as baseless. The government witness identified as PWBBB made baseless allegations against Nnamdi Kanu without a share of evidence to substantiate their claim. IPOB noted. Shockingly, the prosecution failed to file or serve any evidence or witness statement as required by law, even 4 years after purportedly obtaining a statement from his witness. Do you understand that after 4 years they said they took this evidence from Nnamdi Kanu, the video they recorded without his lawyer? After 4 years, they were unable to serve it to him or his legal team. What are they hiding? IPOB stated that the presiding judge was James Omotosho.
Yes, my people, you all know very, very clearly that if you are making an allegation against someone and you have documentary or recorded evidence, you have to serve it on court. Also serve it on the person you are bringing to court. That is what they call disclosure procedure or proper court process. You have to make that disclosure. Otherwise, it will not be admissible. Any judge who will admit that it is not a properly qualified legal representative or a judge. No judge will admit that, no matter how authentic it sounds. You must bring any evidence you are giving or you intend to rely on in court. For it to be admissible, you have to serve it on the person before the hearing date. You will serve it at least a week before the hearing date so that they will go through it and prepare to answer it. And the same thing with the court. Judge will also listen to the tape or read your script, and you will show the court that you also served it on the other party. If you do not, it will not be admissible in court. No judge will be able to admit that in court. But now, all these intricacies, all the mechanisms, all the techniques of legal process is never observed in Nigeria. Nigeria judiciary is this type that a criminal will be seen walking free, and his accuser, who witnessed everything happen, will be the one in prison. Just like Obi lost his mandate to Tinubu because Tinubu sponsored Buhari. My people, we should always calculate all these things. It's very simple. Nigeria is a lying, cheating, deceitful, and very, very condescending country. The same as their judiciary. That's why Sultan of Sokoto said that internet is terrorist organization, because we are here always telling you people the truth.
Reprimanded the prosecution. This narrow violation of due process was so egregious that Justice James Omotosho, in his wisdom, cautioned the prosecution to adhere to legal standards and serve all necessary process and exhibits. During the court session, Kanu discredited the witness according to IPOB. Mazen Kanu in open court categorically stated that PWBBB is unknown to him and is nothing more than a machinery hired to fabricate testimony against IPOB, IPOB said.
You see, PBB is the name they gave to the second witness that came and is waffling in the court. He waffles in the court, making legal mess in the court. You can't go to court unprepared. The judge is condemning the prosecutors and their witness. It is all flawed. The judge in onwe Jolonia manata that evidence. Because he was not served. File from his predecessor, the previous judge, that file, and he will read everything to make sure, even if he's flicking the court bundle or the hearing bundle, he will still see it. Ogadina, the one they call index. Index, baby, delu judge, list of if any in a buttery in a court. One anyo malon culture, or got to the page, a body or satia, goya. So he said that it is not admissible. Or if in Nigeria, that's the kind of thing they want Biafrans, bright Biafrans, to take. Impossible. We are just letting the world know that this and many more are the reasons why we don't want to be associated to Nigeria. We don't. We don't.
I can confirm that PWBBB is not an officer of the State Security Service based at their national headquarters in Abuja, as falsely presented by the prosecution. The witness, note, in a mask to conceal the identity, is a paid agent deployed to perpetrate a travesty of justice.
Yes, Onyendu said that he will not take what that person says because he doesn't know who he is. How can you be in a mask and you are telling somebody, oh, I arrested him? Oh, yeah, you put on your mask so that only arrested will know that, yes, this is the man that arrested me. That he's not going to accept that. That's what Onyendu said in court. That Niamaronye, that the person, Obo. How can you cover somebody's head to come into court? In which country in this whole world does it happen? Onyendu said that he is a paid agent. Yes, and that them sure no Onyibo. Maka no ndị ọjọọ na-efe ndị Fulani, ndị otu Hope Uzodimma. You can imagine Hope Uba an illiterate Hope is not educated at all, heading the governors in Southeast. An illiterate, Hope Uzodinma, an ex-armed robber. And all criminals can be Fulani Jalol because they know that name a criminal record that they can indict you with. The same thing with the Kefana Senate president, Neje Somunye Mad Akpabio. Akpabio beko only legondi EDC. William May Senate president, so that if any infraction, he will endorse it because they know he has criminal tendencies. So comprehensively, you will see that everything Nigeria enable, all lies, fabrication, even in court. Nigeria government bringing action against Onyendu has to cover their weakness. They will force into your throat lies, criminality. That is what Nigeria, their base. All the Ketu ina lono, Ichoiwa Foundation, you will njoro kone kechi, we make your foundation. Evil, but foundation Nigeria. Makana Nigeria bu nke ndị ọcha. Nigeria bu business ndị ọcha. They don't care what you do. Whether you are all killing yourselves, that is what they want you to do. Let's just round up on this. I have one more thing to play out for you people from my other reporter.
Of justice. The statement further warned against the continued use of mass witness. Anyway, the article continues, but let me stop it at this point. So what we are saying here is that the media in Nigeria, I don't know what the masses has done to them. The media in Nigeria, they are not living up to the standard.
No.
Let me start from the issue of insecurity. 75% of the death toll in Nigeria, the insecurity happening is not in the media. I said so. 75% of every killing happening in Nigeria is not in the media. And people think that it is a normal thing. It's not a normal thing. So if it is only 15% reports of insecurity attacks you are seeing, and the thing is shaking, the internet shaking everywhere, you know that there is a big problem. There is a big problem. Every day in Nigeria, read my lips, every day in Nigeria, people are dying, numbering up to 70 to 100 every blessed day. Every day. And I'm not talking about road accident death. I'm talking about terrorism.
Yes, he's talking about terrorism in Nigeria, that every day in Nigeria. You can imagine in Ukraine, they started this war December 2023. December 2024 was 1 year. Up to 500 people have not died though. In Ukraine, where Russia is fighting. But in Nigeria, where there is no war, terrorists kill people at least 100 or more every day. And the government is not saying anything. That's why Danjuma said to you that the military collude with armed bandits. They cover them. They facilitate their movement. That if you are waiting for the government to protect you, you will all die one by one. Biafrans, we cannot do that. We have to be protected. That's what this our brother is saying. That's what he's saying. He said, beating his chest, that these fly-by-night journalists, they don't even report anything about human lives. They don't value human lives. All they value is their cow. And this dirty Fulani that lives in the bush. That's what they value.
Up to the standard. Let me start from the issue of insecurity. 75% of the death toll in Nigeria, the insecurity happening is not in the media.
It's not in the media. It's not reported.
I said so. 75% of every killing happening in Nigeria is not in the media. And people think that it is a normal thing. It's not a normal thing. So if it is only 15% reports of insecurity attacks you are seeing, and the thing is shaking, the internet is shaking everywhere, you know that there is a big problem. There is a big problem. Every day in Nigeria, read my lips, every day in Nigeria, people are dying, numbering up to 70 to 100 every blessed day. Every day. And I'm not talking about road accident death. I'm talking about terrorism. Terrorism and other related terror issue. People are dying. But the media in Nigeria have chosen to do what they want. They have chosen that they just want money. They have chosen that they just want, fame. They don't want to stick to reality. Thank you for having time to watch this video. I'm Coach Abi myself, talking reality at official.
Yes, my brothers, Okocha is reporting this. Why? Because no Igbo. Yoruba can never report it because naturally all Yoruba na support Ndi Fulani. When a Fulani man is not the president, Yoruba man will be the president, Fulani will be his vice. When Yoruba man is the vice, Fulani will be the president, deputized by Yoruba man. All found in Nigeria. The national cake before one enjoy ya. Every Saturday, ije na Lagos, fa na-eme nke fa na-akpọ Wambe party. Nke ndị Igbo mụtaziri kịta amụbụna n'iwu n'ego elu. When the Fulanis, the terrorist Fulanis abduct you or your brother, they will say 20 million. And you people will be begging them, oh, can we pay 10 million? Can we pay 5 million? But Biafrans are here calling on you because from what Showore of Sahara Reporter said, that Nigeria government has a memo that Igbo man will never rule Nigeria. Oborokwa Nigeria government on the Britain. All far make that rule because mgbe riot women who made in 1929, yes, or 1926, thereabout, ndị obodo ọ dị na their system wee lukwa echi na ndị Igbo bụ stubborn people. Ifefa ji gbachi onye ndu nkịtị bụ because na ife onye ndu na-preach dị against them. Anọdụgo m n'obodo a onye Pakistan ụmụ ya ọkpụrụfa akpọna na Pakistan. Ọ dị na newspaper, dị na BBC News. Ị ma na ndị ụmụaka nwa wee jebe na embassy ndị obodo a dị na Pakistan jee report parents ya. Esi ebe nwa wee jee kpọta ụmụaka kpọghachitefa here. You can imagine onye ndu bụ their citizen. Fa nyụọ ntị abụ as if to say na famaro na onye ndu bụ their citizen na ọ nọ na nsogbu na Nigeria. Fa kero Nigeria baba was not geographical expression ọ bụrụ a nation. Exactly if I name na Burkina Faso kita. Ndị French people na threaten na fa ga-egbu Emmanuel Macron. Hello, Amanda, thank you for joining. Ndị France na threaten na fa ga-egbu ya bụ nwoke. That's why o ji esi ọnwụ ka o gbuo Traore. The same thing with ndị mbi na befa. Fa chọrọ ka onye ndu pụta. Maka na ọfanwa since 1960 fa ka na-achị obodo ahụ wee lukwe nwanne echi. So my people, what are we going to do? Like I said, that yesterday, enwe meeting, or cabinet meeting, Friday, me and Ilo, or just ka report ife PM gwalụ those 3 ministers ji efe ya. PM si anyị jisi ike mee ka ndị BLA na-enweta ife faji arụ ọrụ. Unu mana this BLA man n'ofa bụ ndị ESN a onye ndu fọm. Because when you want to declare yourself as a nation, for UN to recognize you, ị ga-egosi UN, because they have 5 rules. If ị ga-eme ka ị wee bụrụ a nation, ị ga-egosi na ị nwere army, ị ga-egosi na ị nwere air force, gosi na ị nwere police, gosi na ị nwere navy, which onye our PM na Biafrans gbakọrọ aka wee convert ESN onye ndu fa wee bụrụzi our liberation army, na our resistance fighter, na our BDF, na Biafra Navy. O wee kwa ndị a je efu ya last week fa gwa anyị dị strong, na ya dị strong, na ya na-apụta, and na ya pụta kịta na Nigeria ga-afụ nwe, na Nigeria ga-afụ nke chọrọ bịati. So ọ anyị nwa ka ọ dịlụ, we are the Biafrans. To donate, we have to donate. Thank you. Thank you. God will bless every Biafran, because isi nwa Biafra ada atọkwa na mba. Anyị bụ precious people. This biafragov.org/donate aghọrọ n'ọkụ. Onye ọbụla donation ọ bụrụgodu $5 wetie, we need it. That is the nitty-gritty of this report today. Beacon, my people, try and let us donate. Ka anyị gbanarị ekwensu Nigeria. Ka anyị gbanarị ndị Nigeria. They have nothing to offer us. Let us listen to onye ndu, my people. Onwe ife onye ndu kwuru ebe a. Let us listen to it. Yes. Wow. Oh. You know, all these things.
This Biafra we are building is going to be a different country from the rest of the idiocy that is called Black Africa. Biafra will not belong to AU. Biafra will not be part of ECOWAS. You see that useless African Union? No, leave those idiots to keep on fooling themselves. We are going to think differently. We will do things differently. There will be light that will come from there. There will be good version. Our universities will be world class. We will spend money on education. People will be well behaved. The Biafra that I'm soft. Everything I told you come to pass. Only one is remaining, and that is Biafra. And I assure you that Biafra will come. That Biafra will come. That Biafra will come. Biafra we are building is going to be a different country from the rest of the idiocy that is called Black Africa. Biafra will not belong to AU. Biafra will not be part of ECOWAS.
No.
You see that useless African Union? No. Leave those idiots to keep on fooling themselves. We are going to think differently. We will do things differently. There will be light where we come from. There will be good version. Our universities will be world class. We will spend money on education. People will be well behaved. The Biafra that I'm soft.
Yes, Onyendu is telling us that when Biafra comes, we will behave differently, we will think differently. We will not be part of ECOWAS. Maka na ECOWAS bụ ife ndị ọcha ji eli ndị Afrịka. Ndị niile na-achị achị bụ president, ndị anwụsịla anwụ, ụbụrụ fadi dead, ndị dịka Cameroonian president dịgo 100 and gịnị na jiri mkpọ na-aga ọka na-achị ụdị ndị fachọ. Onye dịka Tinubu ji forge certificate ụdị ndị fachọ. You remember the time Niger Republic pulled from ECOWAS Fabia Nigeria, Tinubu na-asị na ya ga-eje nụọ ọgụ na Niger. Ndị Sokoto wee na-threaten ya na Niger bụ ụmụnne fa. Ifugi, apart from the fact that na Russia nọ ndị afọ n'azụ, my people, oge abịago, oge abịago. Ọ bụrụkwa na ndị America, hello Okechukwu, thank you my wonderful brother. America sikwa na fama recognize ya, Russia nọkwa ya, anyị agbakwukwa Russia because onwe oge mmadụ juru PM mgbe ọ nọ na space si ya ndị ị na-asị na ịchọ ka fa recognize ya. PM asị na ya pichiri net ya na one place. Ọ bụrụ na nke a wọkụrụ na nke a ga-work, na ya dị open to any negotiation. So onye ndu kwuru esi na ife niile ya kwuru emego na nke a ka mirror bụ Biafra to come. That when Biafra comes, we will build Biafra or borrow the best na the whole world. That we will have the best universities, the best schools, and we will not be part of ECOWAS. We will not do anything like Nigeria. Because ndị a bụ ndị erileli. Fa bụ ndị erileli. Unanu gị gekwa ntị again, o nwere ife onye ndu kwukwara ebe a.
Is on the path of destruction. The zoo is on the path of destruction, and there is nothing man can do to reverse it. Mark today's date and what I'm telling you. Nigeria will be destroyed beyond human comprehension.
Yes.
So says the Lord of hosts.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I tell you here is gospel. Anything I open my mouth to tell you must come to pass.
Mm-hmm.
Because Almighty determined that we should come. And we have come to preach this very gospel in truth and every honesty. And I want Britain to understand this today. If you stand as an obstacle on the path of Biafra freedom, you will be destroyed. The same way that the late dead Buhari tried. Buhari tried to stop Biafra from coming. Today he's in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia. Not only that, that kingdom he was trying to build is now shaking. That very kingdom, that very Fulani caliphate, the Fulani takeover of Nigeria is in tatters.
Yes, it's in tatters. Ọnwụ ka ọ na-abụ ndị a mbi na befa ndị ọjọọ. Ndị a nọ n'obodo fa bụ ndị ọjọọ. Unu mana ndị na-akpụ isi anị ga-analụfe obodo a. Very soon, fa ga-analụfe ya. Onye ndu kwuru ana something that I am doing this thing what I'm doing today bụ because of okwu onye ndu na-enye m oke that Biafra will surely come. Onye ndu has never said anything without that thing happening exactly the way he said it. Biafra ga-abịa. O kwuru esi na fa ga-egbu anyị, anyị nwegbukwa afa, and finally Biafra will come. Biafra nọ at the verge of coming. Ndị ministers jelfu our PM bịa report yesterday si na room the PM n'ọkwa gagara na PM si anyị anwụ na ngwọ na nkwụ elu na-abịa ka ya pụtagodu because ndị si ka ejidie kedu evidence unu fada abịa court but ka echelu ọ ga-enwe court hearing n'ọnwa ka echelu ma Nigeria ọ ga-ewetekwa evidence kedu any embassy nọ na Nigeria ada anụ maka terrorism etufasi egbu mmadụ everywhere. Let me see evidence anwafa ga-eweta. Ọ dị ka ifefa na-eme na onye nduzi hearing. They cannot succeed. We are living. There was a prophecy by a man of God which I will gladly like to play for our people. Our PM si obi si onye ọbụla ike anyị nọdụ n'otu. You know that na kwụsị ike, no shaking. Ọ ife PM kwu ife ozilifa ka fazie ya ka mkpọrụ na ife man of God kwu. My people, this my phone ọ na-akpasikwa m iwe now, but I will keep managing it because ọ ka na-alụgodulu m ọlụ, ọ ka na-emelu m ife nchọ. O nwee one other thing nchọ ka unu ge. O nwee one other thing I want you people to listen to. Hey, my fellow Biafrans, we are winning. We are winning. Okay, today, look at it. Reverend fathers in Enugu, they were protesting against Mba, the governor of Enugu. He has failed. Let's play it and hear what they are saying. That you have seen them. Those are reverend fathers, Catholic reverend fathers. They are protesting that Enugu is now in the hands of Fulani. The whole Biafra land in the hands of Fulani. Why? Because all the governors are serving the Fulanis. Before you become a governor in the southeast, you will go to Sokoto, Jemwoi, Onumakafasi Angwi, ndị ala ndị Fulani a na-anọ n'ilo ka fa ga-akpọta fa na-edina those governors. Unu amaro. That's why ndị gọvanọ a ji bụrụ obi akpọ. Fade chete ụmụnne fa at all because of the the commitment fa ji etinye onwe fa in the caliphate na Sokoto. That's all nya bụ ihe ife na-aṅụ to get the interest of the Fulanis. That's why Reverend fathers are protesting in Enugu. Yes. Enugu is now in the hands of Fulanis. So where is the governor? Doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. You understand? They are not doing anything to protect our people. So my people, I hope I have told you people about Ife PM Muzil, the ministers. They came yesterday and reported that PM is doing very well. and PM is encouraging us to remain strong and remain together. Anyị agbasazina. Unu gee ntị na amalụ na ndị ọcha na-agbasa anyị. You people will be busy fighting and they will be busy taking your minerals. Tomorrow being 8, that Onyendu is going to his final hearing. Ka Tinubu si na ya na-eje Anambra. Unu ma na oge PM anyị nọ. He dare not. But why Faji wee jide ka the governors wee nwee ike na-eme mpụ niile fa na-eme? Listen to our brother reporting it.
Breaking news. BLA for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news. Because it's very, very important, I can assure you, my people. The Biafra Liberation Army will have no any other reason if not to mount a serious resistance against the convoy of Tinubu from accessing any part of Biafra land, as his cohort, Soludo, are now planning to invade the former Anambra state. So I don't want to talk too much. I will first of all read the news in details and again remind us that Tinubu and his cohorts in Asorok, Abuja, have all been banned from entering into any part of Biafra land, and that very ban is still intact. That very ban has not been removed. It has not been lifted. It remains banned from entering any part of Biafra land, especially for now, until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, Mazi Simon Ekpa released, Biafra freed. If he remains the president of the zoo, we can start having bilateral, relationships and all that. So without further ado, let me first of all read the news from Sahara Reporters, one of the zoo media platforms, and then I will talk to us, because for this very case, we have to discuss. And according to their title, they said, Nigeria Police, DSS, orders heightened security as Tinubu visit Anambra State Thursday. Today is Tuesday, and this very Thursday is just around the corner. The Anambra State Security Chiefs convened on Monday, May 5, in a marathon closed-door meeting aimed at strengthening security arrangements for the presidential visit. Security agencies in Anambra State have intensified preparations ahead of President Bola Tinubu's scheduled visit to the state on Thursday, May 8, 2025, amid heightened concerns over recent security challenges in the region. The Anambra State Security Chiefs convened on Monday, 5 May, in a marathon closed-door meeting aimed at strengthening security arrangements for the presidential visit. Now, before moving forward, because we have a lot of information concerning this very latest development, I want to remind every one of you that the protest scheduled to take place on the 9th of May 2025 is just around the corner. It's on the horizon. Therefore, every Biafran who are eligible to travel to Helsinki, Finland, to partake on this very protest is advised to prepare him or herself.
Yes, my people, as regards Tinubu's visit, unu niile mana ọ bụrụ na PM anyị nọ, ọma nwe anwa, even kita ọnọrọ, our Biafra Liberation Army na-threaten ndị governors na-eme invite. Onye ọkụ na-agbụ na ọ na-achụ oke. Nigeria adịrọ good. Ọ rapụ Nigeria jewalụ France treatment. Okwugokwu Ilu hospital, because our people are still trapped in that evil region, Nigeria. Tinubu akiaro. Ọ chọrọ ibi, ọ gịnị ka ọ na-abịa eme na Anambra? Ka ife ọ na-abịa ime, ife niile ọ na-agagharị ife abụọ, ebe a ga-ewepụta anyị ka enye ndị Fulani. Fulani abụrụ Nigeria, fabụrụ Oduduwa, fabụrụ Hausa, fabụrụ Biafra. Fanachi ebe fasi. We don't need them. Tinubu bụ servant ndị Fulani. All Shetima na-achị Nigeria. So coming to the protest for our PM, Biafra government in exile, I confirm go now from 26th of this May that there will be protest for our PM. But you have to go to your rep in the country wherever you find yourself. Your rep, contact them. When you contact them, then they will be able to tell you. Hello? Yeah? Okay, let me finish. I'm still in my program. I will call you back. Okay? Yeah. Sorry, my people. Back to what I was saying. The Breji government in exile, Biafra government in exile, my people. The information minister has told every Biafran for the protest. Related to that protest, you have to contact your rep or your, yes. So if you live in England, you contact your rep. Like in England, we have Boniface. But he said the Biafra government in exile does not stop anyone protesting, particularly for those who are planning the one in Finland for 9th of this month, which is on Friday. That one still goes on. You can join them if you are able to, or especially if you live in Finland, so that it will not be difficult. Those who live in Ivory Coast, those who live in Cote d'Ivoire, anywhere you live in, contact your rep. That's what was said about that. It was said during the meeting yesterday, and he is on space. He said it as well. So 26th is the day Biafra government in exile have marked 26, 27, and going on or going forward. We have to protest to finish embassy. If there is no Finnish embassy in your country where you live, go to Zoo embassy. They will not do anything. Just carry your placard, your protest for our PM. It has been confirmed. So let me continue with our brother's report.
It will be very, very shameful that you have opportunity to travel, to participate on this very protest, and yet you refuse to go and support our Prime Minister, Mazi Samunepa. Maybe you are waiting for somebody to give you order, or maybe you don't like the source where the news is coming from. But I have said it time without number that Biafra Unite is not the one organizing this very protest. Rather, Biafrans in Finland and some of them in Europe are the ones who have come together and asked themselves very important question: what are we going to do for our Prime Minister? And they decided to organize this very protest. So every Biafran, irrespective of where you are, as long as you have eligible traveling documents, you are advised to come and participate on this very protest, because our Prime Minister will be very, very disappointed at all of us should we abandon him only for him and his lawyers to do the job. While we have been protesting, showing love for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with our Monday sit at home for the past 4 going to 5 years now. So why should we abandon Mazi Simon Ekpa just alone? Biafrans, think about it. The protest on that very day will go a long way to persuade the hands that be in Finland to free our Prime Minister, because they know the sound, they know, the benefit, they know what it takes, they know the importance of protest. When people gather to protest, that means they are telling the government what you are doing
is not beneficial. We don't like it. You are suppressing and oppressing us. That is the meaning. So the government has to rethink. And when you abandon your prime minister, that means you have left him behind. So that means whatever he's been accused of, there's an atom of truth.
No, my people, nobody is abandoning our PM. I have just told you, when these reports starts coming out, everybody is bound to report their own differently. When Biafra comes, definitely we will have Radio Biafra all over the nation, and we will all have common consensus on what to say, what to tell the people, and the various journalists will all come out. But right now, we all have our individual platforms, and the Breji platform, where we bring you people authentic information. As he's saying it here, our Minister of Information has made pronouncement on this. We can never abandon our PM. So there will be protests all over the world. Those in Brazil, those in South Korea, those in America, those in Britain, in Belgium, in Germany, it is going to happen. And the date is 26, 27, and onwards. PM knows. We have visited him the second time now, my people. The ministers just spoke to the cabinet yesterday about the outcome of their visit and what the PM said to us to remain strong and remain focused. And that is exactly what is happening. We are focused. We don't talk about the breakaways because they are very irrelevant. No, not anymore. Orabu Fulani na ndị otu ya. Yesterday, there was an emergency broadcast by our APM where he printed out their pictures and was showing it one after the other. He merely did it so that you will know who your enemies are. All those ministers that were working with PM, who were not honest men and women, he showed their pictures. All of them, yesterday. If you go to my YouTube or my Facebook, you will see the last program we had yesterday evening. You will see where he did it before we went for those cabinet meeting where the ministers reported about their visit to PM. It was successful, and every rep will organize it with his people. And when London is organizing their own, I will definitely be there. Definitely, you will see me. So, my people, we have come to the end of this program. We have been here now for 1 hour 30 minutes. I have actually, disseminated the hearing of today of Onyendu, where they lied against Onyendu that Onyendu admitted that he was inciting people to go and kill the police. But that never happened because it was never adduced in court. The evidence was not anywhere in court. It was not supplied to the court, nor to Onyendu's lawyers. So the judge disregarded that. When you have evidence against your opponent or the defendant, whether recorded or documentary evidence, you have to serve it on them. That is the protocol, the legal procedure. Disclosure, you have to disclose it to them a week or at least 5 days before the hearing date, so that they will have time to go through it But such thing never happened. Vanguard and Punch got our media newspapers. They reported it that Onyendu admitted. Onyendu asked them where, when. So the judge of Motosho disregarded that fake news and fake evidence. I will see you people whenever God permits me or whenever I have news. That's the good news, that our PM, those ministers that went to see our PM, Dalu so, Dalu nwannem, you know, Dr. Ruby Nadi, Mr. Imamadu Abu, our CRC chairman, and Dr. Bryson Okwama. 3 of them came yesterday and reported to the cabinet what PM said, and in fact it was wonderful. It's good news. PM si anyị chelu ka ya pụta na Nigeria gafu nketa ọbịa ịmana kemgbe o ji eje hearing, Nigeria enwenu representation fabiara with anything. So this one ọ ga-enwe towards the end of this month. Let us see mafa ga-abịa. I will leave you people here. PM is in good spirit. He said that we should work hard ka anyị chọọ ndị BLA na biafragov.org/donate. Ọ sị anyị jisi ike so that ka ndị a nwere ifefa ga-eji na-echedo obodo anyị. Unu ma ife m na-ekwu maka ya, maka na dịka m si wee kwuo, ndị Facebook, this report a na-enye kịta maka Onyendu hearing, fa na fa chọọ nke fa ga-asị na mmelufa yesterday na nwanne nya fa sị na nke a mee na my page, because na Sokoto Caliphate, nwoke Fulani nọ na Sokoto, ndị obodo a welu ka ọ na-achị Nigeria, maka ọ dama na-achị Nigeria ụnụ amarọ ọ ife okwu na-eme. He said that na internet na ọ bụ terrorist organization because we use it to report the atrocities they commit in the whole area. Nigeria journalists, they are very, very unreliable, very incompetent, because they have been bribed to keep quiet. So anyị nwa bụ ndị na-disseminate the correct information. They are always on our back. Facebook asị na mmere nke a, na page mmere nke a, mụ bịa mee nke a yesterday na nwanne nya. So achọrọ m ka o mee again today. Most of the thing dị very sensitive. Nchọzi ikwu ewelu m ọnụ ba ikwuo ya, faje chọọ onye ga-emelufia interpret. So my people, take advantage of biafragov.org/donate and biafrainUSA.org/donate. Ka anyị mee ife ndị isi anyị gwara anyị. Ọ ka anyị si wee nụọ ọgụ now Onyendu na PM anọrọ ga-egosi na Biafra will never die. Ọsọkwa fafa jide Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, jide PM, we will not stop. And ọ anyị jisi ike na fight ka ndị jifa ga-eji ma na onwekwa ka Biafra akwụsị, and they will release them. All hail Biafra, peace, progress, unity and equity. My wonderful Biafrans, I love you people so much. I am very proud of you. Ụwa niile m ga-apụta, aga m abụkwa onye Biafra. Remember, during the war, Okoko them said, na onye ndị ilo gbara gburugburu na-eche ndụ ya nche mgbe niile. Ụmụ Biafra, unu alarụkwa n'ụla. Good night from here. I love you all. Remain strong and donate.